Hi, this is Nitin from Tech Caesar. So today I recorded this video to show you that how Salesforce Code Analyzer version 5 works. So it's an open source static code analysis tool. So earlier in our days, we used to have a Sonar Cube, and on the top of that, we have to install all the necessary plugins so that whenever we are deploying our code, uh, it validate whether we are meeting the company code standard or whatnot. And if it's not, then it fail the build and then provide a report so that developer can fix it. Salesforce did a very good job here. They have provided this Salesforce Code Analyzer, which has all the necessary engines. So, for example, it has an engine which will check your code for the Apex, Visual Force, Lightning Web Component, JavaScript, HTML, CSS, so all of the things. So we do not need Sonar Cube anymore because it's a tool which is very easily integrated with your CI/CD or with your visual code or with the command line interface, and it has all the necessary engine which supports this. So uh, right now at the time of recording, we have a version 5. Version 4 is retired, so we should use the latest and greatest, which is a version 5 right now. So uh, and it's a pretty powerful, very customizable, more or less. It comes with all the necessary rules which will suffice the requirement, but if in case it does not, then yes, you can extend it and you can modify it, right? uh, so if we go to the next slide, here it contains all the engines which supports this code analyzer. So PMD is for Apex, while flow scanner is for the flows. If you are having the flow code into the code base, ESLint for your JavaScript, right? So these are the engines which are integrated or are part of this code analyzer. And as I said, that it is very well integrated with this command line interface, visual code, and CI/CD. So if you're using the CLI, then you should have a Salesforce CLI, because that's a command line interface, and then on the top of that, this code analyzer work. And if you have a visual code, then you should have a Salesforce extension pack, because it's Salesforce Code Analyzer is a part of the extension pack. So if we are using it on CLI, we just need to install the code Salesforce CLI first if it is not, and then if you will type the sf-version, then it will confirm that whether CLI is installed or not. Then you need to install the code analyzer, sf plugin code analyzer. It will install the code analyzer, and then sf plugins will give you the list of the plugins which are installed on your machine, and code analyzer should be part of that. And once you're ready, go into your code base. Basically go into the code base folder location, and then just type this command sf code analyzer run, and it will run the code analyzer. Basically the code analyzer will scan your whole code base and will provide the report. So let's quickly see this. All right, so this let me where is the terminal now? Okay, here. So since I have already installed code analyzer, so if I will type the sf plugins, it will give me the list of plugins which I have installed, and Code Analyzer is part of that, right? And now if I run it, Code Analyzer run, right? So it will scan my code base and will provide the issue which is fine based on the rules. And it's pretty fast. It will not take a lot of time. So you will see that all of these engines have been completed. And now these are the issues which it found. So let's quickly go on the top here. So it is giving the severity. So there is no critical severity, severity 1, only the 2, 3, 4, and 5. And it is showing that okay, this is a 2, and this is the engine, and this is the rule which has failed. This was the class which was failed, line number and column number, and the detail, right? So that's how you know that okay, what was the issue, so that you can go into that class and fix accordingly. So it is giving all the necessary stuff, right? So about debug statement that impact the performance. So here in this one, in this class, there is a debug statement and whatnot, right? So that's what you can take a look, and based on the company or project standard, you can fix the issues. So it is telling the details here. Okay, so this is how it's working on the CLI, and you can also export it to the HTML file if you want, the output file, and you can share it. Right now, if we go to the Visual Code, so let's quickly see the Visual Code as well. So as I said that if we go to the extension and go to the Salesforce extension pack, so you need to install the Salesforce extension pack, and Salesforce Code Analyzer is part of this extension pack. So once you will install it, you can you can open any class and just right click, and you will see scan current file with Code Analyzer. And once you will hit this but, hit this, and then what will happen, it will scan and will show all the problems into the problem area. So right now it is scanning. You will see Code Analyzer is analyzing targets, right? So it will show the problem. You can also scan multiple files, or you can scan whole folder. So for example, just select classes and then scan selected files or the folder with the Code Analyzer, right? So that's how you can write a code, and then you can check that what's the issue in your file, right? And then accordingly you can fix it. So here again, it is in this file, it is showing these many problems, and once you will fix it, you can rerun it. Correct. So that's how it is very well integrated with your uh, Visual Code. So yeah, this slide is for that. So we have already covered it. Now for the CI/CD, so for example, the Bitbucket pipeline, you just need in the Bitbucket pipeline, the YML code, you just need to use the image CLI latest full. That will the base image, because you need a CLI for the Code Analyzer, right? So you are using this image, and then under the script steps, you need to run this SF plugin install Code Analyzer, the basic command to install the Code Analyzer, and then you are running the Code Analyzer with the recommended rules. Correct. And severity threshold is, let's say, in my case, it is 1. So I don't want to build fail if there is no critical issue, right? So if there is any 2 3 4 5, build it will still report, but build will pass. Correct. So that's how it is. But yes, again, you can adjust it based on your project need. So if I and once you will run the pipeline, you will see the details that, okay, what are the issues, the same issues which we have seen, right? And then it will show the reports. But build is passed because uh, I will, as I said, that severity threshold was 1, so there is no critical issue. So that's why build has been passed here. So if I quickly show you, give me a second here. So if you'll see it here, oh, so yes, if you'll see it here, then so here build has been set up, and it has installed the Code Analyzer, right? And then here it ran the Code Analyzer, and then showing all the issues. Sorry. So that's how this Code Analyzer is working. It's a pretty powerful tool. Sorry. And if we go back to the slide, so this is a link which I will post in the description area. So here, this is a whole document provided by Salesforce, and I highly recommend to look into that, where it is showing all the necessary information about the Code Analyzer and their engines, that what engines you have, the detail about it, and then commands, that the various commands which you can use, right? So please have a look of this document as well. And again, it's a very powerful tool. We should use it to maintain the code quality. And thank you very much for watching my video. Bye bye.